Jenny, are we
Dude.
real?
Well, that's a good question.
God, will you do this?
Damn it, Brennan.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I'm about to start the 10-minute timer.
in what sense do you mean are we real?
Us on this earth, are we real people?
I believe that what we perceive around us is real. But it doesn't mean that oh my, I had a point here, but I immediately forgot it. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Um,
I'm the cook.
I believe we live in a simulation. That's what I'm trying to say.
You think we're in a simulation?
Mm-hmm.
Like plugged into Matrix style, plugged into computers.
I believe we're just one giant experiment from an alien civilization to find the perfect life being, and we are not there at all.
Oh god, if that's true, we are nowhere near.
Mm-hmm.
Got a long ways to go.
What's your take on it? Do you think we're real people?
I think. Well, you gotta. What do you mean by real? Like,
I guess it
what defines being real?
I guess it's more like free will. Would that equal real?
Oh, free will.
Free will. Well,
that different thing entirely. What?
Being real and having free will are two entirely different things.
Yeah, no,
Okay, so we're here on this earth right now. Do you think we are here? We're not in a simulation. There's no outside forces. We are here choosing our own actions, doing our own things. We are real people. You think that? No NPCs, no fake stuff around us. It's all real.
That's tough because there's a lot of people in this world that I definitely would not call real. There's a lot of people that I look at and I don't think that that's something that's thinking
that a human being should do.
Yeah.
Fair.
But in the sense that you, I, and Jed, I believe we are all real. Yeah.
So
and that we can think for ourselves.
Like groups of people you're really saying. Like out of the 9 billion, there's some amount of people that are real.
Absolutely.
Then you think, what the rest then? They are part of a simulation.
Filler.
What did you say?
They're all the side characters that you see. No, I just don't believe that there are 9 million living, breathing people on this earth.
No, that's 9 billion.
That's a ridiculous. That is a ridiculous number to think about.
Yeah, but then compare that to the number of trees or insects. There's trillions of insects in the world.
Oh sure, insects outnumber us trillions to 1.
Oh so. Yeah,
I don't believe that. Well, I kind of believe it, but I don't believe that. There's no way there's a fuck ton of insects underneath us.
Yeah, yeah, an ant colony probably has in the wild probably has 1,000 ants.
Yeah, no, the insect thing is. I can believe that.
I cannot.
Insects have been around longer than everything else.
I can believe it. I just can't really comprehend the scale.
Oh no, you cannot comprehend the number of insects.
But no, that actually just fry your mind to try to comprehend just amount of.
If you were told to, hey, think of 4 bajillion balls in your head, you couldn't.
No,
because that's too many balls, too many insects to think about.
How many? What do you think is the numbers people can comprehend?
The largest number?
I think it's largest... as many as they can see. If you get a stadium of 60,000, I bet you can comprehend that.
Yeah, you can, but that's the thing. If I see 1 million people right in front of me, all in a giant grid, I can comprehend maybe half of it.
If you see 1 million people, it's gonna not look like 1 million.
No.
Yeah, it's not gonna look like 1 million.
It depends how much your brain can take in.
The thing about comprehending numbers is that it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Because some people, they can comprehend, shit ton of things. But like other people, they can maybe only think of like, oh yeah, 10 people. I know what that crowd looks like.
I like when you got like say at school, there's a group of 100 kids. It does not look nowhere near 100, like maybe 30 at most.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because I guess you don't recognize all of them. They just don't appear in your mind or brain.
That's the thing, is it depends if you recognize the people, right? If you look into a crowd and see 10 people everyone else is just going to kind of blur out, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to pay attention to the guy sitting in the like lunchroom or whatever. You're going to pay attention to the guy that you recognize.
Yeah, like if you walk into the canteen and there's like say 50 people in there, you're probably going to take notice of like 5 or 10 at most.
Crowds of humans is a really weird thing to me.
Oh, definitely.
Because you will go through crowds every single day of your life. And how many people out of that crowd are you going to remember seeing?
Yeah.
Assuming that you are just in a brand new place, you know absolutely nobody, and you're walking into a mall with thousands of people walking by you, are you really going to remember any of them?
Are any of them real?
Each
of them
are any of them real?
Going on, doing their own thing.
If you think about it, we do remember faces like really well. Even if we can't consciously remember them, our brains do remember everything.
You think?
Or like not everything, but like faces.
Do you think our brains remember everything and we just need to find it?
Yeah. Like, the theory that
was the thing brought up in dream theory, was that the brain remembers everything that happens. You just have to find a way to find it.
That is crazy interesting as well. Right.
It's almost impossible to generate an entirely new human face based on just your mind, which is why your dream takes photos of like basically photos of humans and uses them in your dreams.
Well, I've had dreams of like people I've never known before, but they have like faces and personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird when you wake up and that person's not real.
Dreams are just fucking amazing too. The concept of dreams.
I don't dream every night, so when I do, it's a weird thing.
I have been dreaming a lot lately. This last one fucked me up when I woke up. I think it was actually last night. I had a dream. I don't remember the beginning, as usual, but I remember at one point there was a guy, right? He looked vaguely familiar. He had like a beard, and he was in an astronaut costume on like a weird floating colony in the clouds. And then everything went dark, and he fell over. And then it's like it flipped between a kid version him, and then something else. There was blood and shattered glass everywhere. I don't remember what the fuck happened. And that wasn't like the end of my dream. It was like in the dead center.
People who like can dream like often stuff is crazy. Also have such deep dreams like yours.
Yeah.
I get. How's your dreams? What yours like?
I don't remember many of them. I really don't.
Do they happen often?
A lot of the times when I go to sleep, I just wake up. It's 6:30.
That's what happens most times.
But I really do believe that you dream every night. It's just up to your brain if you're gonna remember it.
Oh, that's an interesting. Thought about that before.
Because there is anywhere from like, I don't know, however long you sleep, right? It's 8 hours. 8 hours where your brain is just there. Yeah. It has to be doing something.
Yeah, it's the brain.
If it's not doing anything, then that's your brain dead.
That's why we dream, is for everything to take like a snooze and have your brain just like start fixing things that happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to,
so it's just up to you if you remember it or not.
Not up to you. I guess it's just your brain.
Yeah.
Also goes up and getting your mental state and just your health in general. Ed, you probably know. Do you think your moods affect your dreams?
Absolutely. Like I have went to like bed and like fallen asleep while I was sad and had a very sad dream before. And I've also I feel like they affected in some cases, because like sometimes I go to bed and I feel happy, and I just have a very like scary dream or something like that.
Yeah.
And I go to bed like angry, and I have a happy dream. It was strange.
I guess it's how much you let your emotions take over your mind, I guess. Or let
Yeah.
them control you.
I feel like it's based on what your brain is thinking of. Like, and that's, that like 5 minute window when you're like, your mind is asleep, but your body and brain are like still awake,
Yeah.
That one period where you just can't remember anything, but you're not exactly asleep.
Yeah.